Welcome to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. For those of you that have been here before, this probably looks quite different than what you're used to on our channel. It's just me today recording a video and potentially a series. I don't know yet. I'm flipping the script on my own perfectionism and just hitting record because I would like to share and hopefully help somebody else along a breast cancer journey. And the only way to do that is to share. So here I am. For those of you that don't know, my name is Lisa, and I am part of the Flip the Script family. We coined ourselves that as we sold everything we owned essentially in California in 2020, and we moved to Barbados. And we were in Barbados when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, June of 2023. We returned to the United States for treatment. I just finished active treatment, and we're making plans to return back to Barbados to continue living life. So the purpose for this series, hopefully of videos, is essentially to pay it forward for all those who are willing to share their story, which in turn helped myself and our family get through our own cancer journey. If I can help one other person, it's worth it to fight through the uncomfortableness of hitting record. I am an introvert, so this is definitely stepping outside my comfort zone, but it's worth it if I can help one other person through the trenches of cancer diagnosis and treatment. And we've shared bits and pieces of the breast cancer journey along the way, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback from that, and it seemed to be helpful to others. So I figured, why not continue to share and share from the beginning, because I feel like there's one very important message to the entire story and to my entire journey. And that is the power of following your intuition. So this month actually marks the 1-year anniversary of being diagnosed. It's June 2024 as I'm recording this. I was diagnosed end of June 2023, and I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. So I guess we'll start from the beginning. And my journey begins with a shower. A lot of women have mentioned to me that they too noticed something odd in the shower. Mine didn't really seem all that suspicious. I was showering. I noticed a tugging on the right side of my body, and kind of drew my attention kind of under my armpit area. And I got out of the shower. I did a self-check. I felt a lump. Funny enough, I was never one to routinely check. You're supposed to check monthly. I now know that. But I wasn't one to routinely check my breasts. And I felt a lump. I wasn't initially startled completely. Of course, you don't want to feel a lump, but I had dealt with fibroid cysts in my 20s that would kind of come and go. So initially I was thinking, okay, there is something there, but I'm sure it's just a cyst or something that's going to resolve itself. So I would say it probably went on for about 2 weeks where I kind of felt, oh, this doesn't feel, it's not moving, it's not changing in size, or it's definitely not getting smaller. So I called to schedule a mammogram, and this was probably May of 2023. The soonest mammogram I could get in for was June 1st of 2023. So I needed to wait a month. And, again, I'm not thinking that this is anything too serious, but definitely did want to have a mammogram scheduled. So I kind of put it in the back of my head, go along, living life, enjoying island life. June 1st comes, I do the mammogram, and then the waiting begins. And about a week and a half later, I get the results of the mammogram, and it comes back clear. Most people would breathe a sigh of relief and, be excited and continue on with life until the next mammogram, a year from then. I, on the other hand, got the clear results and immediately couldn't shake the feeling of needing to push for an ultrasound. Something just did not sit well in my gut, that I've had this lump for, at this point, from noticing it to getting the imaging, had been about a month and a half, and it hadn't changed shape. So something in my gut said, you need to push further, you need to push for an ultrasound. I met with the general doctor who put forth the order for the ultrasound, and also gave the authority for the ultrasound tech to complete a biopsy without needing to set up another appointment and a referral and all of that. So I was so thankful for that, because we had everything done in one appointment. There was ultrasound. They did see some suspicious, there was one lump, but there was also an additional and a benign lump as well. So 3 total. And she was able to biopsy at that time. And then the results did come back maybe a week or so later that it was in fact breast cancer. The diagnosis started a year of a crazy journey. This past year has been full of ups, downs, happy, sad, tears, every emotion under the sun. We've done it together. We've uprooted the family from a life in Barbados to California for treatment, new schools, everything. But the one thing, I stand here in remission because I followed my intuition and I pushed for peace of mind, which ultimately came in the form of a diagnosis, but also allowed me to get the treatment needed, because the type of cancer, the type of breast cancer I have, is a rare and very aggressive form of cancer. So had I taken the mammogram results in June of 2023 that came back clear and said, okay, I'm good to go until next year, my life, our lives would be very, very different. And the cancer would be at a very different stage. Our bodies have a way of communicating with us. If something doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. Be your own advocate and push for that second opinion. Push for that additional screening. Push to the point where you are at peace and comfortable with the outcome, and you are comfortable moving forward with the results that you have received. In the series that I hope to have ongoing, I would love for you to share your own journey, questions that you have, anything that I can do to help somebody else along this path. I am willing to share. I plan to share, little bits of my journey, insights, tips, tricks, things that helped me get through the nausea, the pain, the mental side, the emotional side, the physical side, everything in between. But ultimately, with video number 1, the biggest takeaway is to trust your gut. Your intuition is an invaluable guide, and especially when that comes to your health, because without health, what else do we have? That's my biggest tip. Trust your gut. And I hope that's helpful for somebody who may be putting off a screening, a doctor's appointment, anything. Trust your gut, follow your intuition, be your best advocate, take care of yourself. See you next time.